So GLHF, second game is coming up. It's going to be on Painted Desert, and wouldn't be surprised by basically some kind of rare of Odin and Loki. Yeah. It's probably gonna be like the whole match, so if you are enjoying Norse, you're probably gonna be enjoying this match quite a bit. All around and up and down, with Brickhead already casting the Grey Hunt right off the bat on the Zebras. Gonna be getting quite a solid amount of them. Potentially could have waited, for example, for the Goat, but yeah, well, he was wanting to start with it as soon as possible, so that he can also start as soon as possible with the gathering from the Zebras. It doesn't have to be, like, not shooting yet, as the Gold is yet again a bit tricky at this point for Brickhead. In the last game he was having quite a nice one. Quite a nice one indeed. And for the Gold, for his opponent, for Savali, it's gonna be a bit safer. It's not entirely, like, 100% safe still, but it's at the backside. He does have the tower kinda like there. Not really close, but it's there. The other one not at all. So there's certainly a possibility, but it's gonna be a bit challenging for Brickhead to go all the way around. So we'll see if that's gonna be happening or if you're gonna be seeing a proper air. Because this is still reasonably okay on the Hunt, Painted Desert. So I can be seeing another attempt at the Loki rush. Maybe trying to execute it slightly better as Savali is finding, or at the Savali. He's gonna be finding it. But first is right now Brickhead finding the giraffes all the way to the bottom. All the way to the bottom, and useless Rohirrim, Sun Tzu versus Julius, or rather Julius. Well, the highest seeded player won that match. Just don't want to be spoiling it entirely too much, in case somebody hasn't seen it and wants to be seeing it a bit later. Right now, if you look into the bracket, you're gonna be knowing. And, well, otherwise here inside the base, nothing much going on, just there's gonna be not exactly much Hunt. Few lions, it's still Hunt. But not anything that you will be entirely wanting to go for too extremely much. That probably means that on the left side there should be the gazelles. Somewhere on the left, basically those. Yep, there's the herd. There is the herd of gazelles, and there's also gonna be a TC somewhere nearby. And apparently even close by to Gold, or is the town center gonna be somewhere front? Because it could be like about here. Let's wait. Right now the Ulfsak is exactly fishing for that. Ah, there it is. Exactly there it is, which kinda is a good position, frankly. Because he's having quite a nice position with the hill here. So it's gonna be fairly simple to wall off and use this TC as a bit of a defense. Which is gonna be also landing a bit of a defense through Gold in there. He can short wall there, or potentially between the hills here, which is a bit better. Maybe even using the forest. There is certainly a bit of a possibility as well in that, as the relics. This one in the middle we have seen, that's the infantry damage versus Titans, and the top one is hero damage versus Myth units. So that seems to be a bit of a theme for the relics on this map. Just basically destroying all kinds of mythical beasts that the game can be throwing at you. As well, so far we are looking at, for example, also the woodlines could be important here, because Brickhead will be probably frying at least one of them, which is gonna be leaving the opponent with only like 1 or 2. Apparently he has spawned with only 2. It's a bit strange, but yeah, because you can see opponent is having 3, even though the third one is a bit small. So that's those. There's gonna be one bigger one, second bigger one, and the third one, unless it's hidden like here, and we exactly don't see it next to the chickens, which is a possibility still, and I cannot believe that might be the case. And it would be a bit unfortunate, and it would of course make for a bit more different dynamic on this map, and therefore opportunity for Brickhead how to punish his opponent and claim a victory somehow. If he can actually use that well. Which with actually Brickhead skill certainly is not impossible. So there we go, temple inside the base, that's gonna be fairly similar. As you can see, scouted exactly on and spied upon on the Hunt. He's gonna be getting Freya at 32%, and it's gonna be pretty much the same. You can see it at the bottom side. Savali is gonna be trying to block not only the Gold, but much more importantly the Hunt. That's definitely very well played. He's also gonna be close by right now to the giraffes. He's having a few giraffes on the right side, on the other side of the map, and since basic Brickhead knows about his Hunt, he probably is not gonna be having that much of a problem with that. Not enough goats. That's obviously what on Painted Desert often happens, so therefore he still is gonna be having at least a few chickens somewhere to the bottom side. Not 100% safe, but this kind of approach is definitely not wrong, and it's kind of actually nice that Savali is gonna be using the opportunity to right now, as soon as possible, get the Hunt from here. He's even blocking the Rhino, and this could actually even help him in the fights. Because remember how many times we are actually mentioning the fact that villages in the early classical age are... Oh, that's a good usage of the forest fire. It's actually fairly clever. That's a fairly clever one, forcing right now the Hunt to be disrupted and stopped. But to finish my thought, villages in the early classical age are basically not that dissimilar from normal units. Look at the Ulfsag. 9 damage, 80 hit points, 8 damage, 65 hit points, 25% melee armor, 30% melee armor. So the villages are not that weak in the early stages. And if you need to actually engage them in some kind of fight, for example, I can imagine them being helpful against throwing axemen, because obviously they're not infantry. So throwing axemen don't have the bonus in there. It's obviously gonna be micro-intensive as hell not to lose all that many of them. No, yeah, he's exactly doing for that. It's very good thinking right now by Savali, I definitely approve of that. And if Savali gets a mythical spawn into this battle here, with even the flame weapons, which does not increase the attack of the gatherers, unfortunately, from the Ainear. That's a very funny thought, because, oh no, that's kinda bad. He needs him into the fight. He somehow forgot about him, unfortunately. But to finish my random thought in here, wouldn't it be fun if the Ainear special ability increased attack of villages as well? That would be completely changing the dynamic here, but obviously right now this is turning into quite a bit of a disaster, while the idea at the beginning was correct for Savali. Unfortunately, because it was all the hunters that he had, therefore he lost the economy for the few hersers that he could be making in between. Yep, that's kinda backfired, and that's what I was saying, that he's gonna be needing microing like hell to basically get something out of it, because otherwise, he just... yeah, the early economy is quite fragile, and unless you get an instant victory out of that, then you're always gonna be in trouble. Yep, the wills were definitely a good idea in there. Approve with that and of that. Yeah, apparently Savali not all that happy with the matchup, as apparently Odin is not having such a hard time against the Loki this time. But it also has to be said that Brickhead is the top expert, so any kind of matchup is gonna be extremely hard against him, quite frankly. Quite frankly, indeed. That's gonna be right now the total score. Obviously not much different, as we are in just a few starting minutes of the game. And obviously Savali is gonna be having the lower echo because of the villages fighting. So, obviously goes to figure. And the disruption onto the food obviously cost him the timing and possibility to get a few more Hersirs. And he didn't manage to get even a single spawn if I saw it correctly. Because that could have really helped him quite a bit there. Okay, GG, that was a good attempt.